Snow White, of course, famously played by the insufferable girl boss narcissist who's just clinical at this point.
Jason Momoa has literally just destroyed poor Rachel Zegler, and it looks like her narcissistic ego has come crashing down.
Who's been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my god.
Besides me.
Took the words out of my mouth. Besides,
I'm a narcissist.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business. Thanks.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
By the looks of it, our Disney princess is visibly spiraling down into a full-blown public meltdown, and it's almost hard to watch.
And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them,
Rumors are now swirling that Jason Momoa had a hand in it. But what exactly happened between the two stars? Let's break it down. So, recent photos of Rachel Zegler out in public with her dog raised some serious questions on social media. It wasn't long before people started pointing out the obvious, saying she looks sad and depressed. And all of this comes right on the heels of her alleged beef with Jason Momoa. Even tabloids were quick to say she looks somber, disheveled, and miserable.
The fairy tale over for deflated-looking Rachel Zegler?
It's a human.
what did you think I was?
Nothing. Ghost.
The actress looked somber as she was pictured out in New York City, following the humiliating box office performance of her latest film, Snow White.
I mean, the photos speak for themselves.
Loser, and Rachel Zegler has done a lot of that on camera. Here's Rachel Zegler promising that her millions of fake fans will wait in line to see her.
and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
But the cracks have been showing for a while now. We just had to know how to spot it.
Am I a psychopath?
For instance, let's not forget her shattered ego when she and her friends tried buying tickets to her own movie. As if empty theaters aren't bad enough, the fact that the guy at the ticket booth had no idea who she was must have really stung. And by the looks of it, it did.
2 tickets, please.
Oh, for which movie?
Let's watch that again. And to rub salt in her wounds, she and her friends were literally the only people in the cinema. Ouch, girl. How's that for a reality check? Now, Rachel's cringe laugh may look like glee or even narcissism, or it could be signs of her coming undone and unhinged.
Rachel Zegler, nobody is recognizing her. Nobody is saying how much they love her or how much they like her. And she's giving this like serial killer looking laugh face. And it's just kind of sad.
And this whole ordeal with empty movie theaters is where Rachel's supposed beef with Jason Momoa comes in. Now, I'm not even going to tiptoe around here. The alleged beef is just online rumors and social media conspiracies, but it's not hard to see why there could be truth to it, and I'll show you why. While Disney's live-action Snow White was a massive flop at the box office, Warner Brothers came out swinging with its own live-action film, a Minecraft movie starring Jack Black and Jason Momoa.
It means goodbye, brother.
No, it doesn't.
Don't look at her. It does.
Well, the release of the new Minecraft movie looks like it was the final goodbye for Rachel Zegler and Snow White.
Minecraft in the United States in one weekend made more money than Snow White has made globally after 3 weekends. That's how bad it is right now.
Where theaters were empty with Snow White, and while ticket sales tanked, and while it was a total box office disaster, it was the exact opposite for Minecraft. Snow White, which reportedly cost around $270 million to make, only managed to take in $42 million during its opening weekend in the US, and another almost $44 million globally. That's about $86 million worldwide. In its first 3 weeks, it only raked in $169 million. That's sad to say the least. And then came Minecraft. It took $163 million in its opening weekend in the US and a staggering $313 million globally. To put it into perspective, Snow White theaters look like this. Minecraft theaters look like this. And why are fans absolutely loving Minecraft but trashing Snow White? Well, the answer is simple. With Minecraft, Jason Momoa and Jack Black stayed true to the game, and they gave fans exactly what they wanted.
Minecraft movie does not try to beat you and box you about the ears with the message. It is just silly fun for kids, which is what a kids movie should be. Whereas the Snow White model is the message ad infinitum, shoved directly up your ass, and most importantly, in the most insufferable possible way, like screamed at you by an ugly woman.
Sadly, Disney took the exact opposite approach. They took the original fairy tale and tried to give it a new spin by adding modern ideas. The changes were meant to bring more social themes to a well-known story. They also did away with some of the old parts. This included the famous song from the original film.
Disney just spent over $250 million for a fairy tale hand grenade that went over budget, got reshot twice, replaced real actors with 7 CGI serial killers, booted the prince, banned True Love, and banished 2 of movies' history's most iconic songs. One of them just happens to be Someday My Prince Will Come.
The remake tried to move away from the old love story. The film instead focused on themes like independence and strength, and these new ideas aren't sitting well with fans. I mean, they even kicked out the dwarves. This also created a whirlwind of criticism and condemnation for Disney.
Yeah, we had more dwarfs than we did viewers in most of these theaters. And as you know, there were no dwarfs other than some CGI weird generated version of them.
They're remaking the movie. They just got rid of the dwarfs. Okay,
but what do they call them?
Why would they get rid of the dwarves though?
Magical creatures.
But they have one token dwarf amongst these magical creatures. You actually just went backwards. You actually just erased the dwarfism side of it. The disability, like we're a disability group, you just erase that whole image. The argument should have been from Peter Dinklage, there's power of being on TV, there's power of television, and to put 7 people with dwarfism on camera in a major Disney movie, there's still power there. If the story is offensive, change the story, don't change the character.
The harsh criticism was shared by many online. Social media filled with memes that mocked the film, and some of the memes, well, they were brutal.
You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken?
The flopping movie quickly became a punchline for many users. Can we use Zegler as a term to describe a person who purposely sabotages a movie that they get hired for in a manner like this? And let's not fool ourselves here, because make no mistake, Rachel Zegler had always hated the original. And worst of all, she even boasts about it. Just take a listen.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film.
After all, what really mattered most to Rachel about playing Snow White wasn't the message it sends to little kids or even what the fairy tale means to so many people. Nah. What mattered most to her was, the dress.
Talking about Snow White, and in the middle of production, what has been the highlight of diving into that world?
The dress, girl.
With all the media hype and firestorms on social media comparing these two films and putting them head to head, more and more rumors are starting to swirl that Rachel Zegler's supposed meltdown is in part due to Jason Momoa. Whether envy or jealousy is getting the best of her, or whether there's some actual real bad blood there, it's hard to confirm. But these rumors are getting all the more fuel for fire after backstage footage leaked from Jimmy Kimmel. And guess who was in that footage? Yep, you guessed it. Jason Momoa and Rachel Zegler. That was Jason leaving the Jimmy Kimmel studio. And moments later in that same clip, out comes Rachel Zegler. Now, fans are digging into it. The fact that the two stars chose to leave separately is raising eyebrows. If there was no bad blood, then why not just leave together? But instead, Rachel seemingly waited for Jason to leave first. Or maybe people are just reading too much into it. What do you think? Disney now faces questions on how it will handle its future remake. Many fans call for a return to the classic ways. They ask for respect for the timeless stories.
cannot both be a leader as a female and fall in love and be rescued by a prince. Like, that's incongruous.
While the controversy raged on, an unexpected player entered the scene. The animated show South Park made fun of the new Snow White. South Park is known for its bold jokes. In one episode, they took aim at the film. The show ridiculed the new ideas and the modern twist of the tale. They did not hold back their jokes. They used simple and crude humor to show their disapproval. South Park's episode became a hit online. Many fans of the show enjoyed how it made light of the situation. The episode showed old school humor that did not change with time. It reminded viewers that some things are best left as they are. The jokes in South Park highlighted the issue. They showed how the changes to Snow White did not work for many. This added another layer to the film's problems. The episode also called out the act of replacing a classic with modern messages. It mocked the idea that Disney could change a timeless story and expect the audience to accept it. The brief clip of the show spread quickly on social media. Memes and jokes piled up, making the controversy even more visible. For many, this was one more sign that the movie had lost its way. The fallout from the movie's failure was swift. Critics and fans alike pointed their fingers at many parties. Rachel Zegler's role in the public meltdown became a hot topic. Many said her harsh tone and public outbursts added to the drama. Although some of her fans stood by her, a large group was not happy with her approach. They argued that no actor should speak so strongly in public when a project fails. Disney now faces many challenges. They have to rebuild trust with their audience. They must consider how to handle remakes of classic stories in the future. Many fans demand that the studio return to simpler storytelling. The episode has made it clear that modern ideas should be mixed with care when dealing with old favorites. But let us know what you think about this whole situation in the comments below.